Hey everybody, it's John from WrestleScope. I'm sitting here wondering on day number, what are we at? Day number 54 of the 61 days of WrestleScope. How 3 hours of Raw, we could get a couple of fantastic new matchups that we haven't seen. And then we have a main event, which, first of all, it's like the 150th time we've seen these two teams. And again, Reginald causing problems and just ending the show on a very weak note. It was a Raw that could have easily been a 4 out of 5 based off of some of the matches that there were. Drew versus Kofi in a fantastic match. Xavier Woods and Riddle, just a stunning match. Even though we've seen this many times before, a great Charlotte Asuka match. And even though the storyline was stupid, Rhea Ripley versus Nikki Cross. Great action. The return of Sheamus and Humberto Carrillo, which actually, based on what happened the last time they wrestled, I'm okay with them wrestling again, continuing this on. But then the main event of the Women's Tag Team Championship, when Natalya and Shayna were in the match together, it was great. Two really good wrestlers. But then you get Nia and Tamina in there, and it's a botch fest. I'm sorry, I tweeted this, and I may take some heat for this. But Tamina, as many years as she's been in the WWE, she hasn't gotten any better. Not whatsoever. And Nia Jax is still Nia Jax. WWE would have been better served, again, this only being a 2-hour show, and limiting certain things. And don't get me started on these "we're going back on the road" superstar promos that they're doing, which are absolutely horrific. Talk about a scripted mess. It's terrible. So, a real back and forth show, up and down. Honestly, if I were to give it a rating, I'd have to give it a 3 out of 5. And the only reason I do that it goes that high, is because the really good matches were really that good. And the bad matches didn't drag it down enough to put it into that below average category. It's still tough to watch Raw. It really is, where sometimes it's really good and then they throw out some crap. And I'm still very curious to see, my final note here, with the newest Eva Marie promo that they put up. I'm really curious to see how they're going to present her as a talent, because they really showed the hard physical work she was putting in. And it's been well known, the story's been out there, that she has been at the Performance Center since November, working her ass off, trying to get back into in-ring shape and be able to get back in the ring. So I'll be very curious how they portray her when she actually makes an appearance on television. That's it for this Monday night. Not really a Raw review, but I wanted to share some thoughts with you of what I thought about Monday Night Raw. And can't wait to talk about other things going on this week. NXT is going to be really fun this week. It's going to be weird not having anything on Wednesday night, because Dynamite is on Friday night. We get a double dose of wrestling on Friday night. SmackDown followed immediately by AEW Dynamite, and then we go into Double or Nothing weekend. Can't wait. Excited for it. Going to have a lot of things to talk about the rest of this week. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.